Hi, second grade friends. This is your math video for today. All right, this week we've been talking about multiplication and multiplying by 5s, 2s, and 0s. So we're going to review that for a little bit, and then we're going to multiply by 1s. Here we go. Let's get started. Okay, remember, friends, that if I have anything multiplied by 5, so 5 times 2, what can I use? You're right, I can use my clock to help me. 2 times 5. Let's flip this around. If I want to know what 2 times 5 is, remember, use that clock or you count by 2s or 5s. Which one do I count by? 2s? Okay, because this means equal groups. So I have 2 equal groups. 1, 2, and I have 5 in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5 in this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I add them together so that I know that 2 times 5 is 10. Yes, okay, and then we talked about the 0. Let's do 2 times 0. Remember, if anything times 0 is always going to be what? You're right, it's always going to be 0. Now, the other one we've talked about 2s. We've talked about 5s. We've talked about 0s. Today we're going to talk about multiplying by 1s. All right, friends, so here we go. I'm going to talk about multiplying by 1. So if I have this number, if I have 3 times 1, and I want to know what that is. Well, remember, this means equal groups. So I have how many groups? Okay, I have 3, so there's 1, 2, 3. And how many do they have in them? You're right, they have 1 in them each. So they have 3 groups with 1 in them. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So I know that my answer is 3. You're right. Now what happens if I change this number to a 10? Let's change this number to a 10. 10 times 1. So how many groups do I need to have? You're right. I need to have 10 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how many do I need to have in each group? You're right, I need to have 1 in each group, so I'm going to put that 1 in there. And then I can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there's my 10 there. Uh-oh. Did you notice something? Wait a minute. So yesterday I said if you take this problem, 10 times 0, your number is always going to be 0. But what happens if I have 10 times 1? What number is it? You're right, it's going to be this 10. So if I take a number times 1, it's always going to be that number answer. It's always going to be that self. So let's try another one. Here we go. Let's erase this one and let's try 8 times 1. 8 times 1 equals what? Well, how many groups am I going to have? You're right, I'm going to have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have 8 groups and I'm going to have 1 in them. I have 1 in them, so what's my total? You're right, my total is going to be 8 because I know that if I'm taking it times 1, it's always going to be this answer. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to try something here, friends. Let's see if you can do it without my pictures. Okay, here we go. 6 times 1 equals. You're right, it's 6 because it's there. I have 6 equal groups and I have 1 in them. So there's my number 6. Okay, let's try another one. How about this one? Ooh, this one's tricky. 12 times 1. Well, I have 12 equal groups and I only have 1 in them each. So what's that going to be? You're right, it's going to be 12 because I know that when I'm multiplying by 1, it's always going to be this number. It's always going to be that number. Okay, let's try one more. 4 times 1. What does 4 times 1 equal? You're right, it equals 4 because I have 4 equal groups with 1 in them to make that number be 4. All right, friends, multiplying by 1 is pretty easy. So I think that you can do this. Actually, no, I know that you can do this. And today I have a game for you to play. All right, you are going to need an egg carton. Let me show you what I have here. Now, I have a number, I have one that has 18. So you can see there's my numbers. But if you don't have one that has 18, it's okay, just use a 12. But don't take any eggs out. Make sure you ask mom or dad first. And this is how this game is going to go. Well, mom or dad is going to tell you a multiplication fact. Okay, so they're going to say, what is 1 times 3? Ooh, so you would have to think, 1 times 3. Oh, I know that 1 times 3 is 3. And then you're going to try to, oh, I made it, yes, awesome. You're going to try to drop an egg or a marble or a Reese's or a piece of candy, something in that compartment that the answer is. Okay, let's try another one. Here we go. I want to know, what is 2 times 1? 2 times 1. Why do I have 2 equal groups? I think it's 2. Let's see. Oh, there's my 2, and I'm going to try. Oh, I made it. All right, friends. So I hope that you enjoyed learning how to multiply this week. All right, so with that being said, that's all I have for today. It'll be a while because we have Easter break, and I hope that you all have a happy Easter, and I will see you back next week. Bye.